cars, the fast life, hot rods. I told you guys that this year you asked for all of the smoke. You said you wanted to get that success, didn't you? You want to be able to travel how you want to. You want to come to places like this. You want to be able to do whatever you want to do. But one of the things I said that you guys got to keep in mind is that you asked for what you wanted. Today is day one of the rest of this year. And the only thing I'm telling you is that you got to clarify what your vision actually is. Because one of the things that a lot of you guys are doing is you're complaining about the situation. You're complaining about the part of the day that you're bugging out in. But you asked for this. The minute that you said you wanted more, the minute that you said you wanted to be the champ, the minute that you said you wanted to be this big time content creator or entrepreneur, the minute the stuff start happening, right? So if you're ever questioning why is this happening, why is that happening, it's because you asked for it. See, you never think about what it takes to be a very successful individual, entrepreneur. The first time that I was able to get to a point where I was able to make six figures, what I learned is that I was just not going to get there. That I was going to have some kind of the hurdles. The kind of hurdles that I actually ran into whenever I was doing it is every single time before I could always blame somebody when I was working for somebody else. But when you are not working for somebody else, the only person you can blame is yourself. So as I look at you, I try to explain that most of the time we get caught up in a situation where we're thinking about ourselves, and then you don't think about what people who are really successful go through, because you're just constantly in a place where you're thinking about yourself. But the reality is people like Mark Zuckerberg, the Elon Musks of the world, the Donald Trumps of the world, they go through a lot of stuff, but they ask for it. But today is the beginning of the year. And now that you have this in your scope, now you can actually decide what is it that you actually want. Are you going to be that person that says, I'm going to ask for something, but the way that it's going to be given to me, I'm not going to be willing to accept it? You see, you can't ask for the thing and then shrink when it starts to happen. That's where you got to shoulder more stuff. These people, they just kind of cruising around on their bicycles. You see what I'm saying? Like, this was my dream life, like to be able to come to a place and be at a place where I feel like the energy, when I put a lot of stuff out here that you guys, you see some of our content, and special shouts out to you. Check in and let me know where you're watching from. Like I said, I'm here in Fort Lauderdale. I'm taking you guys around, let you guys see the beach, the people, the strip. It's always live here. This place is what I call Saturday. Special shouts out to you and all of you guys. Happy New Year, man. What's going on? I see BMH TV. You are from Alaska. Alaska's in the building. Look at how we dress in here. See all that? See what I'm saying? It's a whole different world here. You get it? It's a whole different world. Like, most people are stuck up in the crib. We got hot rides. We got people walking around in freaking bikinis. We got people driving freaking Bentley trucks. Everything is alive. The strip. But when I told you guys last night that when I was in that position, I just knew, what's up, man? Check in. Let me know where you guys are checking in from. Chat, holla at your boy. It's not going to come how you think, though. It's not going to actually happen the way you think. So at the beginning of the year, this is what I want you guys to do. I want you to promise yourself this, that whenever you wake up at 2 a.m., that you listen to that voice, right? Because what that voice is going to do is the voice that you hear at 2 a.m., that's the most honest voice that you have. We call that your 2 a.m. voice. That's the one that believes that you can build a skyscraper. That's the one that believes your name's supposed to be on a building. That's the one that says you can be a world champion. That's the one that says you're gonna save your family from poverty. That's the one that says you're gonna be the #1 business individual in your entire state or region. See, that voice at 2 a.m., that's the actual voice that you're supposed to listen to. I don't know what kind of car is this. Somebody put it in the chat. Yeah, that's crazy. Put it in the chat. Let me know what kind of car that was if you know. But what happens is you wake up, you start to come to realities, you start feeling a mood, and then you stop believing that 2 a.m. voice. How many people literally knew that you was gonna be the best, and you keep watching people break through? But when you see them, you know, man, I can do it better than them. I can do it. But people start chipping away at your confidence, man. Don't let that happen this year. It's day one. I promise you guys that if you listen to the 2 a.m. voice, get up and have something to really keep you on tack. Go over to the Winner Circle, or go over to the Winner Circle on Instagram. It's free. And what we're gonna do every single day is I'm gonna make sure that you guys don't lose your focus, because this is day one. And then you counting all the way down from 364, 363, 362. So every day you don't do something, you done lost another 24 hours. So don't do that this year. You got an entire year. The day is day one. Clap if you holler at your boy. If you hear me, chat. Let me hear you. This is day one. Like, it ain't no excuses. That shit you've been wanting to do, it ain't no reason for you not to be able to do it. Everybody got the same 24 hours. So this is what you got to challenge us today. First, you got to say, this is the #2 thing you got to do. Is the first thing that you got to do after you make the decision to go ahead and begin on yourself and believe your 2 a.m. voice, is to say now, encompass your vision. All right? What's your vision? Like, maybe you said you wanted to be the champ, but what does that look like? Maybe you said you want to start a business, but what does it look like? Are you driving a Ferrari? Do you have 7 people that work for you? Do you have an accounting department? Do you have a social media specialist? Do you have a videographer? Do you have someone who's going to answer and send out emails? Do you have someone that's going to train you? Do you have a nutritionist? What does it look like? So now what we got to do is encompass your vision. Are you going to be in a place that has constant energy going, constant energy flowing? Because what happens is, once you understand, listen to the 2 a.m. voice, then your next agenda is to take it and then say what the vision looks like. And that's what we're going to do right here. So the page, we talk boxing. I teach boxing. I coach boxing coaches. I help boxing gyms. Check these cards out. Boys be getting it crazy. That's throwback stuff. Sorry for the interruption. I couldn't hear you anyway, or you couldn't hear me anyway, so I just let you see what was coming by. But the fact is, now you're gonna clear it up, and you're gonna say, my vision's this. My 2 a.m. voice said, I'm supposed to start my own business. My 2 a.m. voice said, I'm supposed to leave that chick. My 2 a.m. voice say, I gotta move out of this city. This city ain't making it happen for me. I gotta leave. This is not happening. I was there before. I lived in North Carolina, and I was like, yo, I gotta get out of here. I'm too big for this place. And so I came down to SoFlo. It's South Florida, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach. Last night I was over at the Cigar Churchill's in Palm Beach. Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and Bill Gates were all at the place. Oh, I was here. They were in the next building. That's Key Largo, Mar-a-Lago. That's where Donald Trump actually lives. And so we brought in the new year, just kind of kicking it. That's what I mean. Is your proximity where you need to be? If it's not, you need to make sure you go over here to Instagram and get in our Winner Circle broadcast at Master Boxing, because you need to really stay on your game. This is day one. If you don't do it today, you're gonna have missed one day already, and you're never gonna catch up with everybody who started. So these two things, Your only two responsibilities: accomplish your vision, listen to that 2 a.m. voice. That's all you got to do. I just wanted to share some time with you guys on the first day of the year. So next year when I look back and I say, whoever listened to me, they're probably hanging down here in Fort Lauderdale in Miami with me because they listened to me. If they listen to me 365 days a year, trust me, you're going to be able to do what I was able to do. And I was able to scale companies, businesses, run a global empire. And I'm nobody special. So I know you can do it. So that's all I got. Be blessed, man. I'm about to slide out. I just wanted to shout at you guys and see what you guys were up to. Thanks for taking the time. Make sure you comb through the page and enjoy yourself. But no matter what you do, don't be the same tomorrow. You got all year, but you got to start now. Peace out, guys.